Hello everyone, welcome to week 2 of writing and research. So this week we are continuing to move forward with thinking about our personal experiences and how to write about them. During week 1, we spent a decent chunk of time completing our diagnostic writing assignments. These were 250-word short essays about a weird or interesting moment in your life. Now, for week 2, we are going to continue to think about our personal stories and our personal experiences. The big difference is going to be that now we are officially working on essay number 1. All right. So this week, if you take a look at Canvas, you will see that we have a couple of assignments. The first is to complete the readings. You have a couple of short narratives that I want you to read through and think about. Then, after you finish the readings, complete, as always, the discussion board assignment. As I mentioned last week, we will always have the discussion boards. These are a way of getting us to talk to each other and connect with each other. Now, after you complete those first two things, that is the assigned readings and the discussion boards, you can continue to work on or start to work on your rough drafts. This week, we will be completing the rough draft of essay number 1. Try to make the rough draft about 2 pages. The basic rule is that the more writing you can give me, the more I can give you feedback on. All right, so those are your 3 assignments for this week. Complete the readings, that's 1. 2, complete the discussion boards, and then 3, complete the rough draft. I want to take a minute to talk about the essay topic for paper number 1. Your topic is to write an essay, a story, about a particular moment in your life. All right, so here are some tips for helping you out. The first tip I have for you is to just choose a specific moment. It doesn't have to be, a couple of years in time. It can simply cover a day, an hour. All right, so as long as you pick a moment that is important to you, you're in good shape. For me, as a grader, it doesn't really matter what you pick. You are more than welcome to, for example, write about your graduation day. That's perfectly fine. Or, for example, you can write about the moment you became a parent. As long as it is a moment that affected you or shaped you in some way, I'm perfectly fine with it. Now, my second tip is going to be, as you are working on the rough drafts, practice slowing down and describing everything in detail. Feel free to freeze time and make your reader feel like they're there watching things happen. The goal in these narratives is to make the event come to life for your reader. One of the best and one of the most effective ways to do this is going to be to focus on your senses. For example, if you are writing about the day that you graduated, one of the ways to get started is to think about what you saw, what you heard, what you smelled, what you thought. So if you think about your different senses and what's going on in your head, it will allow you to describe everything in more detail and make it come to life for your reader. Now, the third tip is to to make sure that your story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. An easy way to make sure you have this is to plan everything out beforehand. So think about how you want to set up your story, how you're going to work through your story, and how you're going to wrap it up. If you follow those 3 tips, I think it will make the essay assignment much easier. And again, for this week, you're just completing the 2-page rough draft. Then you will get feedback from me within a week, so by the following Saturday, and then we'll be working on revising our papers and finishing them up. That's my lecture for this week. It's relatively short. Feel free, if any questions come up or if any problems come up, to send me an email, and I will be more than happy to help you out.